So you're grinding away at some important work. It's the first task of the day and you're just smashing it out. It's bam, 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 done. Finalize it, submit it, send it off, whatever. You are good. You lean back in your chair, you just sigh in exuberance. Ugh. Then your eyes get caught by the calendar at the edge of the vision and you look over and you see, ooh, task 2 started 5 minutes ago. Well, I mean, you just finished doing a good set of work, so I mean, we can put that off for an hour. Yeah, we'll start at 8. We'll start at 8. That is a good plan. I've earned a break, you know? I'll just go sit down, do some stuff, come back, my mind will be refreshed. That's perfect. 3 hours of Netflix later. You know, today's been a good day. It wouldn't hurt to stop here. But you did say you'd start task 2 at 8. Well, it's 12:23 now. I can't start at 23 past. That's a weird number. Maybe I'll get to it at 1. Yeah, I'll get to it at 1. I got this. Okay, so it's 4 now. Realistically, you could sit down and smash out task 2, but it's kind of already late in the evening and you don't work the best in the evenings. Plus, you have a bit of free time tomorrow. Yeah, maybe you should just move it to tomorrow. That might actually be better. You'll be better rested, mind fresh. Yeah, that's it. I knew I could get this done. It's all handled. Everything's coming together. Beautiful plan. Excellent day. Folks, everything's already fallen apart. Tomorrow becomes next week, becomes the week after that, becomes the night before the deadline, becomes the morning of the deadline, becomes substandard work. And that's not even the bad part. The bad part is the deluge of moments, of time that you have wasted doing nothing but putting off work. That is time you could have filled with something precious and awesome that you spent procrastinating, not because you wanted to do whatever you were procrastinating with, but because you wanted to avoid doing the original work. You've got to face it. The ability to act right now, in this moment, once it's lost, it never returns. The progress that you could have potentially made towards your dreams and goals, if you don't take the action to make it, can never be remade. You never get that time back. You can never reinvest that or change it. Consider the moment, this thing that we're always in, the place that awareness springs from. It's not really something we can objectively measure, but for the sake of understanding, just think of it as a second for now. There's 3 moments. Gone. Forever. That time can never be reclaimed, never transmuted into something better, never reaped or redone. I must accept that I spent those 3 moments clicking my fingers and looking into a trashy camera phone to prove a point. Time flows. That's just what it does. And as such, we, as the silly little creatures trapped in its currents, must learn to use that force to our advantage. We must therein ensure that every moment is spent constructively towards building up a better future moments. Because, as you already know, investments compound over time. What you might not be consciously aware of is that every moment, every action you take, every second you spend is an investment in your future self. Every moment you spend, aka live, is like a stock you're buying. Except the funny thing is, whilst these stocks all differ massively in value and contribution to your future, they all cost the exact same amount. 1 moment spent working out at the gym versus 1 moment spent binging Netflix. The entry cost there is 1 moment. It's the same in either case. Yes, there are effort and difficulty costs associated with each of these activities, but if anything, that should only go to show you which one is worth choosing in the first place. It's like life is constantly offering you either a share in Tesla or a share in Blockbuster, and for some strange reason, people keep picking Blockbuster. People say to themselves, well, I'm feeling a bit Blockbuster today. I got time. Maybe I'll take Tesla tomorrow. I'm fine right now. And then they reach 35 with a bulging beer gut, no assets or qualifications, a collapsing career, depression. And they finally begin to wonder, you know, maybe I should have taken the Tesla. And you know, maybe I should have spent more time learning, improving, working, helping, contributing. Then they go back to doing fuck all because, you know, they're habitually stuck in hopelessness now. Know this. Tomorrow is a lie. You are only ever in today, in the present. There are no beginnings and no endings. Just one long line stretching from birth to death. And that line is called now. If the majority of your moment investments, aka your life, is of a depreciating nature, if those actions push you away from your goals, then guess what? You're gonna move away from your goals. So invest as much as you possibly can right now. If you do nothing but positive actions, things that appreciate in value and compound over time, all day, every day, you literally will not be able to stop yourself from improving exponentially. We're talking like this. You know these insane entrepreneurs that do nothing but grind for 16 hours every day? They don't sleep properly. Is that healthy? Of course not. But, you know, you look at what they're doing and they're founding, expanding, and selling businesses at a ridiculous rate. They're investing every moment onto that goal, and they're reaping the rewards that come from that. They're sprinting through the process at 10 times the regular rate. And you can replicate that in your life quite easily. It's not that hard. If you treat every moment as important, as it definitively is, because remember, every single moment is equally, insanely valuable. And invest all of those moments wisely and positively for even a month, let's say. You will make staggering progress. You need to reconsider, you need to think. There are 24 hours in a day. That's 86,000 seconds. Let's take out, say, 9 hours for good, high-quality sleep, which is a good investment of time. And then let's take off another, say, 2 hours for bodily functions and eating good, healthy meals. That's also a really good investment of time. You've already got there, 11 hours of positive action in your day. You've got 13 hours left. I want you to think, really hard. Sit down for a moment, maybe pop out a journal and pen, and introspect. Do you spend those 13 hours, or at least a majority of them, in a way that contributes, in a way that will compound exponentially over time to your long-term success in life? If you're watching YouTube videos, probably not, for 99% of you. Sorry, that's the harsh truth. 13 hours is a lot of time, but most people will spend it procrastinating or indulging themselves. And, maybe, if they're lucky, they'll get out one decently productive hour a day. And even then, maybe not. But imagine, just imagine, if you fucking nailed those 13 hours. Or even, if you only aced 7 of them, if you got the majority. You still waste 6 hours of your day procrastinating or wanking, whatever the fuck you do with your time. You got those 7 solid hours a day. Say 4 hours of deep work, if you know what that is, and 3 hours of exercise or mental health practices. You'd conquer fucking life the next time you go to put off something you could be doing right now. You got 3 options here. 1, you indulge now and put the thing off and do it later. 2, this is the more likely option, you indulge now and then indulge again later. Or 3, you do the good work now and then you do more good work later. What are you going to take from life, people? Do you want 2 Blockbuster shares or do you want 2 Tesla shares? I know what I'm picking. What'll it be? The choice is yours.